Hello, I'm Dr. Bill Knight. I'm the son of Roy and Martha Knight. I just happen to be the seventh son, and we also have a younger sister. And that was all of the children, because my dad got discouraged because he didn't get that eighth son to join him in a baseball team. He was a great baseball player and had a great interest in it. And that was always the joke. He kind of joked with my mother about that, but we knew it was in fun. I think the real reason was that Mama got that girl she always wanted, and that was enough kids for her. Now, I'm making this video for a purpose. There's one thing that I want to do. I want to offer a challenge to anyone who watches. The first challenge is for you to find any family, any single family, who has contributed more to the defense of our country than our family. And to support this unabashed claim, I'd like for you to hear this. All 8 children contributed. I probably contributed the least. And that's the reason that I'm doing this, as you will see as we go along. The 8 children collectively spent about 175 years in the military and civil service. 5 of those sons were in direct combat in 3 wars: World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. These 3 were all trained as commandos and participated in a war effort as part of commando units. Jack and Curtis were a part of the Mars Task Force, who helped run the Japanese off the Burma Road during February of 1945. Jack, during the battle, the decisive battle on that hill that straddled the Burma Road, fought so valiantly that he received the Medal of Honor posthumously, and of course the Purple Heart. Curtis, who fought alongside him, received the Silver Star and Purple Heart, and he was severely wounded, being shot through both lungs. He survived. Much later, in 1967, Roy, who had been a pilot for 19 years, was sent to fight in the Vietnam War. He was checked out in the A-1E, the prop plane that carried over from World War II, as a lead pilot in the search and rescue for our pilots who were shot down over North Vietnam. An extremely dangerous mission, and few who had that job survived. But during his intense combat over 3 months in the spring of 1967, he earned all the medals except the Medal of Honor. He received the Air Force Cross, which is next to the Medal of Honor. He received the Silver Star, the Purple Heart, posthumously. He also received the Distinguished Flying Cross and the Air Medal with 7 oak leaf clusters. Other families have contributed more in various aspects. It brings to mind the Sullivan brothers, the 5 Sullivan brothers who went in the Navy at the same time, and they were assigned to the same ship, and they all went down with that ship when it was sunk in the Pacific Ocean. And all of you know about Audie Murphy. His valor was proven over and over again, and he received every decoration that was awarded, plus the French award. But I'm making a case today for this single family on a broader scope. So think about that, and I would certainly like to know about any single family who has contributed more. My part in the war effort was minuscule, and I have accepted the role of writer to tell the story of all of this, plus what happened at home with the 4 brigands who were left there to free range during World War II. I wrote this book, and I titled it My Brother Jack, because Jack had made such a tremendous sacrifice, and because he was a natural leader at home, in the family, and a natural leader in combat. I'm taking the profits from that book because I don't want to make any profit personally from the sale of the book. And I'm providing funds for 2 scholarships, one in my hometown of Millsap and one in my adopted hometown of Mineola. And I'm calling it the Lieutenant Jack Knight Courage Scholarship. Think about doing this in your hometown. If you're a high school student, talk to your counselor or principal about the possibilities, and see if you can find individuals or organizations who will help fund it. The first 2 students to receive these scholarships, actually 4, I've been doing this for 2 years, received their scholarships based on the difficulties that they have overcome to become excellent students. And I think this is good. There are other possibilities. If there's a student who has stood up for his beliefs, who has helped stop a bully, anything of that nature. So help me in doing this. I think it'll provide assistance for them to go to college. And I sincerely believe that we need to award our students for having courage. We award other students for high achievement in academics and sports and other facets of their school life. So I think this is extremely important, and I'd like to see a wave in this nation of awarding our students for being courageous. The book is available on Amazon.com. Please look into that. You can get it as in traditional print or as an ebook. We are at the time of commemorating the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. If you have a relative or a friend who is a patriot or who is a veteran from any of our wars, especially World War II, I think this would be a fitting gift for them. I want to leave you with one thought, and I believe this for everyone. And I inscribe each book that I sell to a young person, but it's fitting for everyone. I'd like to leave you with this thought: to have a full and fruitful life. From this day forward, live your life with love for others, with courage, and with purpose. Thank you for listening.